And good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching this. It is the morning here, and it is the 13th of October, and I am discussing events that happened with me on the 12th of October, day number 44 of the NoobTube YouTube channel. So yesterday it was an early day. I had to wake up early for me. I mean, I think normal people do this. I know normal people do this. I used to do this for decades, but for me, it's been something I haven't done in a long time. I attended the ORA, which is the Orlando Real Estate Agents Association. Um, this is mandatory to attend their new member orientation in person, and they have a class. The class is from 8 to 12. They also have an afternoon class, but I was signed up for the morning class, which I don't understand why I did that. But um, so in order for me to get to an 8 o'clock appointment, it's a 1 hour. It's about a 1 hour drive with traffic, with rush hour traffic, and also giving me some extra time to like find the place and all that because I've never been there. So I had to wake up at 6 to leave at 7 to get there at 8, and then I was there all morning long until 12. And promptly left at 12. Um, that my whole morning routine, which is making this video, which is looking at my emails, drinking water, having breakfast, getting on the treadmill, taking Becky to school, going to the gym, all of that, was disrupted yesterday. So one of my other members of my family had to take Becky to school, and um, you know, so I had to like shift my whole routine to the afternoon. So in the afternoon, I went to the gym first. There was a Planet Fitness right near the Aura Association headquarters. It's not the same gym, but it's fine. I just went. I did just true to myself. Checked into the gym, went to the massage machine, got a hydro massage, and then I changed back into my clothes. That checked off the box for going to the gym for that day. Um, then I went home. I was on the treadmill for 18 minutes, and there was a reason why I had to get off the treadmill, and I couldn't continue on with doing the. I just got interrupted. I don't know what there was something got on, but I got off of it, and when I get off of it, then I usually don't want to get back on it. So that also checked that box. A minute is the minimum requirement. I did 18 minutes. I normally like to do, try to walk 45 if I can, slow, um, but do that, and then I didn't do the jog. But that's not a goal. The goal is go to the gym every day and do at least 1 minute on the treadmill every day. So get on the treadmill once a day and go to the gym every day. Two separate things that help me with my physical fitness. So in the afternoon, um, then I had a big lesson on the Remote Wellness Academy. I did half of it because it's like 2 hours long. So this is Module 3, training number 10. Um, then I had an interview with a final expense company, and this final expense company is um, they provide the leads, which is huge, and then they also schedule you these leads. So basically, they just plan out your day. They just tell you, okay, you're going to go here, 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 and here, and here, and you go and you close the sales. And I like that a lot because you're on the phone. Um, they've said yes now twice. They've answered an ad and then they've set an appointment. So I'm going to see people who I have an appointment with. Um, and I'm sure that there are people, there will be no shows and things like that. But um, I'm not well. I'm not sure I'm going to sign up with these folks. But it's a great deal because leads cost money, and scheduling appointments is a nightmare. I mean, it's absolute nightmare to get people to commit to things. But I never had a system where it was going to schedule me an appointment in home to see an insurance claim. So that's a big thing. So I'm very interested in that program. I am signed up right now to do something else that's in the progress, and I just sent them a letter. I said, "Hey, I want to do your program um, because their program is they provide an in-home opportunity. You work at home. You basically they do advertising, and the leads call in to me. There's no purchasing of leads. Everything comes in to me, and I just close the sale and I get a commission. I like that module too. The modules I don't like with Final Expense and Medicare, the ones I don't like is where I have to pay for the leads, because I don't like paying for the leads. It's very frustrating, and there's a mental block for me when when I have to pay for a lead, and then that lead was never a valid lead to begin with. So if I'm given a phone or people are calling in to me and I'm fielding the call, it's much different than calling out. So that's I send another letter um, to that company that says they're going to hire me and have me do this. I sent another email to them saying, hey, where are we at on this? Because open season's about to start. ACA open season starts. I think it starts on November 1st is their open season. It lasts till the middle of December, so it's like a 6-week period. And people typically, from what she was telling me, that people make in a 6-week period of time, they can make $10,000 to $30,000 in a 6-week period of time. So that's pretty substantial. You'll make income all year round, but you really make a lot during that, that open season. When everybody's able to get on board with a plan, um, they can. Now, off season, you can still sign up if you have a valid reason. Maybe you moved, maybe there was a crisis situation or some special condition that you have. But generally speaking, open season lets everybody enroll. This is Medicare, this is ACA, and they have slightly different dates, Medicare and ACA, but this is the open season's coming, and that's when it's the most wonderful time of the year during open season. It's when it's all hands on deck. Everybody's selling, everybody's making money. Some people only work open season. Some people only say, I'm only working open season because that's when they can make all the money in a 6-week period of time. They don't have to work the rest of the year. So if you're semi-retired, maybe in future years, I get to that point, then that would be pretty cool. So pivoting back to what I was talking about, the Final Expense. So I'm also, I've got my real estate license. I've been attending these trainings and all that. The nice thing about the preset Final Expense appointments is it gets me into homes of people, and I can say, hey, at the end of my presentation, after I write up the sale, or if the sale's not happening, is just say, hey, I'm also a real estate agent. Are you, if you know anybody who's interested, because I got to start marketing myself. So I think insurance and real estate can go very well hand in hand. The other opportunity, the one that I'm most interested in over the phone, I'm only interested in this opportunity more because it's more like it's going to put money in my pocket like right now. Holidays are coming up. Everybody wants to buy stuff. Holidays are expensive. So thankfully, if I can do the calls, there's less, because I'm going to be fielding calls from all over the U.S. There's less chances of me getting, um, just working Florida. I'm going to be working many states, not just Florida. So my real estate license, and I wouldn't be able to market myself in that way because I'm fielding calls coming into, their virtual call center at home. So, but if I take the other opportunity, I'm going to somebody's house and I conclude my business with them, and I say, hey, I see, you got a beautiful home here. If you're ever interested in selling, or somebody who is, everybody usually does, let me know, because I'm a very determined real estate agent. So then after that, I had a call from a person that I went to real estate school with. Name's Letitia. We spent over an hour on the phone. She is interested in Zen arbitrage and also the solar consultant opportunity that I am involved with. It's another opportunity that goes very well hand in hand with real estate because we're talking about houses, but also power can put a very substantial amount. It's a high ticket item sale, and it also solves a pain point for a customer because if a person has an energy bill and the energy prices are going up, and the prices of everything are going up, and people are being squeezed, like, hey, I've got to save money in some area, and we provide a solution. Just say, hey, you're already paying this amount of money. If we could reduce this bill for you by half, and even more, because they'd be making a loan or a lease payment for a solar system, um, that would save you hundreds of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars over the course of owning the system, with no money down. It's almost a no-brainer. Like, why wouldn't they do that? So, and then you get, you solve that pain point for the customer, and then I mean, I'm not a real go green guy, but anything to do to help the environment, it does help the environment. And it's more practical because you're generating your own energy, you're living off the grid, so to speak, or you're able to not have to depend on the grid. You're not really living off the grid because you're still getting energy sometimes from the grid, and sometimes you're returning energy from your home to the grid. Your meter is actually operating in reverse. So we talked about that for an hour. She would be an excellent person for that. Her and her husband. She said she's very interested. I have to go and complete my certification with Power before I think I can enroll people as marketers in that program. So there's a lot of unanswered questions I have to get answered from the person who introduced me to that. And then all the while, when I was talking on the phone, I was doing book repricing on Amazon Issues, and I went to bed fairly early yesterday. It was a long day with the orientation that happened all during the morning. So that was my day 44. If you have any questions, like, comment, subscribe. Talk to you soon.